Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're playing in a brand new palette from Tarte Cosmetics. This mermaid inspired palette here. In fact, it's actually called the Be a Mermaid and Make Waves palette. I'm going to talk about the product, give you guys swatches, and do a tutorial and my first impressions on it. Before I get to that, I know we've got a million releases. This palette, the Pat McGrath is coming out, Natasha Denona. There's just a lot of new. So tomorrow I'm going to break it up a little bit and do a get ready with me and shock my stash. Just to break up the new releases, it's spring and this always happens in the spring and right at Christmas, the fall area. Always happens. You're just like bombarded with stuff. But let's get into the details of the palette. This is what the box looks like that it came in, and this just made me so happy because this type of sheen I am so into. Like, this is my cup. I love this. And then even my cell phone case, it's got that type of thing too, like the green, and then this is a mood, like, you know, like a mood ring kind of thing. I just love those shifts, like the purple to teal. I'm obsessed with it. So I was immediately drawn to just the box. And then this is the actual palette. It's pretty heavy, actually. The outside is like a pleather and it has the shape of a shell. It even has the stitching. And you open it up, you have a large mirror, and the shadows are mermaid scales as well. And it does have like that hint of cocoa in here. It smells nice. All the shade names are actually on the packaging. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on camera, but they are listed side by side of each and every single shadow. It's $42, limited edition. I got mine at Sephora.com and it will be in stores on March 8th. I'm gonna do swatches in rows like this, so the top row and this row and then these two together. So first we have Nude Beach, Froze, Cavern, Sure Thing, Mimosa, Sandbar, and Shell, yeah. Then for the second, we have Beach Please, Fantastic, Shipwreck, Splash, Saltwater, Bubbles, and Lagoon. Each shade contains 0.028 ounces or 0.8 grams. All right, now let's get into this eye tutorial and then I'll give you guys my thoughts at the end. Zoeva 227 and Sandbar. I'm going to start on this outer corner here and then slowly start to work it upwards as my transition shade. If you feel like a color is just a little bit too dark, this is a great way to kind of lighten it up as you move up, starting down here and then just as the pigment comes off the brush, bringing it upward to blend it out. I'm going to go in one more time and just build it up just a little bit. Goss number 20 and the same shade underneath the lower lash line. Delium 776 and Shipwreck. Again, I'm going to start on this outer corner and then work it into the crease. Same shade, Wayne Goss number 20, and again, popping it underneath the lower lash line. MAC 221 and Beach Please. I'm going to use this on the outer corner first and then bring it into the crease. This just gives a little bit more definition before I start going in with anything on the lid. Same brush and same shade, and I'm running it underneath the lower lash line. MAC 242 and Bubbles. This is dry. I'm popping it all over the lid of the front three quarters, I'm sorry. You could certainly use this wet, but I'm just kind of packing it on dry. 221 and Lagoon. I'm going to use this on the outer corner here. Just tapping it into place, and then I will slowly start to work it into the crease. And then I'm going to take Bubbles again and make sure everything is nice and blended. Wayne Goss number 20 and Lagoon on the outer half of the lower lash line. Clean 221 and a little bit of Sandbar just to help blend out the edge. And then lastly, on this inner corner, I'm going to take Froze on a MAC 242, and I'm going to add a little bit of liner and lashes and be done. I lined my eyes using this Atria Flash Crayon from Linda Hallberg Cosmetics. It's that blue that you're seeing. I put it on the top and the lower, and then I smudged the lower out with this 780 pencil brush from Delium, and then I added on Kiss Ritzy Lash. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I really wasn't excited about this release, but I'm glad that I got the palette because I actually really like the look. I like the colors in here. I didn't have any issues with any of the shades. I used 6 out of the 14, so everything blended really nicely. I didn't have to use anything wet. I actually really like this, and I'm shocked that I do. I think it's funny that a lot of times the things that you aren't excited about, even like when you have an event and you're not excited about it, you have like the most fun. I don't know why that is, but I am shocked by this palette. I really do enjoy it. I just think it's really pretty too. You can get some natural looks as well as some pops of color. It's really well done in my opinion. All the swatches, even nothing seemed inconsistent. There didn't seem to be a dud. I have not used all the shades again, but I would definitely say pick this up if you were interested in it. I really love Bubbles, the shade that I have on my lid, this one here. When I first saw it in the palette, I immediately was drawn to it, and then when I swatched it, I was like, oh, okay, well, it's just kind of like MAC Club. You know that shade that's that blue-brown that's in every palette? But this one pulls more actual blue on the lid, and I really like it. It looks like it does in the palette on the eyes, and I really enjoy it. But that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're picking this palette up or if you're like, nope, I'm skipping it altogether, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.